Hey everyone. So today we're going to talk about something that's so common we barely even notice it anymore. But here's the thing, it powers our entire modern world. I'm talking about the battery. Seriously, from the device you're watching this on right now to the actual future of our planet, it really all comes down to that little box of portable power. All right, let's get into it. Just for a second, I want you to look around you, right now. How many are there? You've got your phone, for sure, maybe a laptop, a smartwatch, the TV remote, your earbuds, maybe even a power tool in the corner. See? They're absolutely everywhere, just quietly running our lives in the background. So let's start right there, with the batteries that are closest to us, the ones powering our day-to-day lives. This is really where we first feel that constant nagging need for more juice. I mean, just think about a big sale like Amazon's Prime Day. Yeah, we're all looking for flashy gadgets, but what are we really buying? We're stocking up on chargers, we're buying bigger power banks, we're grabbing those giant packs of AA batteries. We are on a constant hunt for power just to make sure our digital world never, ever goes dark. And nowhere is that hunt more intense than with our phones. The biggest battle for our cash is fought over battery life. When you see those online reviews comparing the latest iPhone to the newest Samsung, what's the one thing they always talk about? A few extra hours of power. That one feature can literally determine which $1,000 phone wins the war for our pockets. And what's really fascinating is how this obsession has jumped from our pockets right onto our wrists. For wearables like the Apple Watch, getting to a full, solid 24-hour battery life, that's not just a small improvement, it's a huge deal. It's the difference between being a cool gadget and being an essential tool that you can actually rely on all day long. Okay, so let's scale up. Let's go from our personal tech to something much, much bigger. Because that same basic technology is at the very heart of this massive global shift towards clean energy. And this is a perfect example of the new scale we're talking about. In India, the country's first ever commercial battery swapping station for electric trucks just opened. Think about that. Instead of a truck driver waiting for hours to charge up, they can just pull in, swap out the entire giant battery pack for a fresh one, and be back on the road in minutes. We're not just talking about personal cars anymore. We're talking about electrifying the supply chains our whole economy runs on. And this push is happening all over the world. You've got Tesla bringing out cheaper models to get more people into EVs. In India, MG Motor is teasing all these new special editions. And in Ghana, companies are teaming up to bring electric mobility to their delivery sector. It's a full-on global race. So if today is all about making the current lithium-ion batteries better, what does tomorrow look like? Well, the answer to that question is a multi-billion-dollar bet on what comes next. Right now, the holy grail for pretty much every engineer and investor is the solid-state battery. So current batteries use a liquid inside, right? This new tech uses a solid. And the promise is, well, it's huge. More power in a smaller space, and it's way safer. This could be a total game changer for everything from our phones to our cars. And the race to be the first to actually sell it is fierce. You've got companies like QuantumScape working around the clock to scale up production. And then you have giants like Toyota making these huge breakthroughs in the actual materials you need to build them. The financial excitement around this stuff is just unbelievable. Look at SESAI. It's a company that works with both AI and battery tech. Its stock shot up 148% in just 5 weeks. Investors are basically throwing money at any company that even looks like it has a piece of the future of batteries. But okay, this whole story of amazing innovation and big money, it's not the full picture. When you zoom out, you start to see that our battery-powered future comes with some very real and often hidden risks and costs. And those risks can be, well, explosive. In Odisha, India, a huge fire at an electric bike showroom was apparently started by a battery explosion. 30 bikes were destroyed. It's a terrifying reminder of just how much energy is packed into these things. And those images, they get captured and shared all over social media in seconds. So here's a crucial point. Not all batteries are created equal. In Pakistan, the Automotive Manufacturers Association is literally warning the government about a flood of unsafe, substandard batteries. The Director General put it bluntly. He called it a deception, where old, risky tech is being passed off as something new and advanced, and it's putting people in danger. And beyond safety, there's a human cost. Remember that hunt for a few more hours of power in our phones? That demand, our demand, creates a massive need for materials like nickel.
And the dirty, dangerous work of processing that nickel is often done by migrant workers in industrial boomtowns in places like Indonesia, a world away from the shiny stores where we buy our gadgets.
You know, these risks are so common now that fire departments are putting out these urgent safety warnings. For all those lithium-ion batteries we have, they say to follow a few simple rules. First, always try to use the charger that came with the device. Second, don't charge things on your bed or the sofa. Also, try not to leave stuff charging overnight or when you're not home. And finally, just unplug it when it's full. So we've talked about the tech risks, the financial risks, the physical risks. But before we wrap this up, there is one more unexpected twist to this story, and it's hidden right there in the word itself. Because the word battery, well, it doesn't just mean a power cell. It's also a legal term for assault. MMA fighter Raja Jackson was recently charged with 2 counts of battery after a fight. It's just a quick, weird reminder that words, just like technology, can have totally different meanings. So, from our phones, to our cars, to our entire energy system, the story of the battery is one of incredible progress, but also really deep challenges. It promises this clean, connected future, but it comes with real costs to our safety, to the planet, and to people all over the world. Which leaves us with a pretty critical question to think about. The future is definitely battery-powered, no doubt about it, but are we ready to pay the full price?